Do you find yourself feeling more pressure to swing? Because, dude, like what you've accomplished in the sport, there's not a rookie right now. If they said, Jeannie landed and said, hey, you can have Gerald Swindle's career, win 2 Angler of the Years, everything you've accomplished. But everybody just keeps bringing up an Elite Series trophy. Like, how much does that drive you? And what like, I don't want to be a dick, but why hasn't it happened for you?
I think I thought about it too much. It become a distraction. I think there was several years of my career where I let it creep in, and I would get to a certain time. It's like, well, this is it. Here it goes. And I would push too hard, or I would overthink it, and it become a deterrent more so than a goal. And then all of a sudden, I'm now kind of got back to reality that, if you make the top 10, for instance, at lacrosse this year, I made the top 10 and I wasn't out of it. It was still a chance there that if I put up 20 pounds, I possibly could win. All right. And I run down a lockdown and I catch me 13 or 14 pounds really quick once I get there. And then I start thinking about that blue trophy. And then I start doing real dumb stuff. I'm like, well, I need to run back up and lock up, try to catch 2 5-pounder. I should have just stayed there and done my job and got up to 16 or 17 pounds. If you land in third, you land in third. You pick up 20 more grand and you just move up in the AOY. Lesson learned. When you get there, you can't, most of the time, making those big gambles like that, it's not going to pay off. You got there by doing a steady 3-day job, but that blue trophy sometimes seems to circulate around in your head. And it shouldn't because it's not going to define my career, but hell, I want it. Yeah. And sometimes you think about it too much instead of just saying, hey, just do your job. I think to say it hadn't played a factor at times, but I'm very content in my career right now as far as the competitive side. If I don't never get to hold that blue trophy, it's not going to make or break how I feel about myself. My goal is, until the day that I decide I'm not ever going to fish again, my ultimate goal is I want to fish every day being the best that I can be. Now, whether that's in the money, out of the money, winning the classic, if it's winning the classic, great. But I want to make sure that when Dave Mercer calls my name and says 2-time AOY from Guntersville, Alabama, gee, man, I want to know from that time till I turn my buoy in, I was the best person and fisherman I could possibly be that day. And if I do my job and it happens, it happens. So I've really kind of come back to grips with that. And that's part of just sitting in a deer stand this year. I'm like, just keep doing your job. Do your job the best you can and don't worry about it. But people talk about it and they should. It's sports. It's just statistics. It's what people talk about. But, I say, I'm just going to keep plugging along. I know if I do hold the blue trophy, I know somebody will be just as happy as I would, and I'm talking to him.
Oh, dude, I would bawl.
There will be a party on that stage.